Do not rush past this moment, my beloved child, for I am calling you to stop, not to frighten you, but to awaken within you the watchfulness that has been covered by noise in recent days. I know you have heard too many words, seen too many things, passed through too many messages that came and went like fleeting winds, until your heart gradually became numb to the smallest signs. But today, I do not want you to treat this as something accidental. I am speaking to you with the urgency of a father who sees the road ahead, who sees the rough places you have not yet recognized, who sees the traps hidden beneath the appearance of ordinary things, and who also sees the miracle I have prepared standing very close to your life. If you pause long enough to listen, you will realize that this word has not come to weigh down your heart, but to draw you out of distraction, out of the habit of drifting, out of the unconscious steps that have made you weary for far too long. Many times, I have tried to awaken you through very gentle things. At times, it was a dream that caused you to wake with a feeling you could not forget. At times, it was a word from someone that unexpectedly touched the very place where you needed an answer. At times, it was a delay that frustrated you, but in truth, it kept you from something that was not meant for you. At times, it was long stretches of silence, where I wanted you to stop chasing every noise and learn to hear the peace within your heart again. And at times, I used even the storm so that you would recognize which foundation in your life needed to be rebuilt. You have passed through many signs like these, but because you were tired, because you were busy, because you were hurting, because you were used to telling yourself that everything was only a coincidence, you passed them by. I do not blame you, my child. I understand your exhaustion. But today, I am placing my hand upon your shoulder and saying, stop. Do not allow distraction to steal once again what I am trying to give you. What is coming may not thunder like lightning, nor appear like fire before your eyes. Often, the deepest turning points come in silence. A small decision illuminated, a wrong thing revealed, a door closing at the right time, a person who should not continue walking with you suddenly exposing their true nature, a path that seems ordinary suddenly stirring unease within your heart. So you know you need to stop, or a new opportunity appearing very gently, without display, yet carrying the mark of my peace. Therefore, do not look for signs only in great things. Let your heart become tender again so you can recognize my guidance even in the small things. For sometimes that very small thing is the hinge that opens a new season for your life. I know you have asked for a sign. I know that many times, in silence, you have said, Father, please show me what I must do. I know you have lived in a state of waiting, sometimes hopeful, sometimes numb, sometimes simply moving through the days like someone trying to forget the emptiness inside. You smile with others, but in the secret place, you carry questions no one hears. You answer that you are fine, but I know there are nights when you cannot sleep, mornings when you wake with a heaviness already resting on your chest, moments when you only wish someone could see through you without needing you to explain. I have seen it all. I have heard the smallest prayers, the deepest sighs, the trembling hopes you did not dare speak aloud because you feared being disappointed again. That is why I am calling you today. not to condemn you for being weak, not to punish you for being slow to hear, but to rescue you from a path that could wound you further. I know where that road leads. I know what appears harmless, but is quietly pulling you away from peace. I know which connection is causing the light within you to grow dim. I know which choice is disguised as convenience, but brings confusion. I know what you cannot see. And because I love you, I cannot remain silent while you are drawing near to a place that requires warning. My warning is not the voice of fear, it is the voice of love standing at the door, calling you back before your steps sink deeper into something that will no longer be easy to leave. Breathe slowly. My beloved child, do not let urgent words throw you into panic. I do not lead you through chaos. I lead you through light. When I warn, I also provide a way of escape. When I reveal what is wrong, I also open what is right. When I make you uneasy before a path, I do not leave you standing at a crossroads without guidance. I will set peace as a sign for you. I will cause what is pure to become clearer, and what is false will no longer be able to hide for long. I will teach you to recognize what is the voice of fear, what is the call of wisdom, what is pressure trying to push you, and what is guidance coming from me. You do not need to rush. You only need to return to listening. Perhaps you have been living like someone asleep at the wheel of your own life, not because you are careless, but because you have been too tired to feel. Habits have carried you along. Old wounds have numbed you. Repeated disappointments have made you stop expecting good things the way you once did. You hide pain behind a smile. Hide anxiety behind ordinary words. Hide loneliness behind busyness. But I am not deceived by the shell you built in order to survive. I see my little child who needs to be held, who needs to be reminded that you do not have to hold everything together alone, who needs to hear that there is still another way, still a new day, still my care going before you. So if today your heart feels stirred, do not brush it aside too quickly. There are stirrings that are not weakness, but the hidden places within you waking up before my call. There are tears that are not signs of failure, but the place where your heart begins to melt after a season of holding yourself together for too long. I am coming near to you with tenderness. I am placing light again in the places you thought had gone out. I am softening the areas that became dry from waiting. I am teaching you to believe that you have not been abandoned in the middle of what you do not yet understand. What I am doing is not meant to make you live in fear of every moment, but to bring you out of unconsciousness and into holy awareness again. Bring everything you are facing before me. If there is a decision waiting for your answer, do not let pressure decide in place of wisdom. If there is a door opening but your heart has no peace, slow down and ask me. If there is a relationship causing you to lose purity, joy, and self-respect, allow me to shine light upon it. If there is an opportunity that requires you to trade away integrity, remember that true blessing will never ask you to leave the light. I do not want you to live suspicious of everything, but I want you to discern. I do not want you to shrink back in fear, but I want you to walk with opened eyes. My child, this is not a threat. This is an embrace of rescue. I have not come to make you tremble beneath punishment, but to shield you from what could hurt you. I am not counting down in order to catch your mistakes. I am opening a space of grace so you can choose again. Think again, return again, and listen again. Even if you have overlooked me many times, mercy still remains today. Even if you have gone far in distraction, there is still a road back today. Even if you feel unworthy of being guided, I still call you with love. I do not cease to be your father simply because you have grown tired, wondered, been slow to hear, or failed to understand. Therefore, stop in peace. Let your heart become watchful. Put down the phone of anxiety. Put down the endless stream of things that make you forget yourself. Put down the noise that has drawn you away from my presence. Lift your head and hear me say, you are not out of hope. You have not been abandoned. You have not lost the chance to change direction. I am seeing what you do not see, keeping you from what you do not yet know, and leading you toward what you have prayed for but have not recognized in its form. Remain in my light, and you will see that this moment is not a meaningless interruption, but a doorway of mercy. When you choose to listen, I will lead you through what is coming with peace, clarity, and love that will never leave you. This is the call for you to awaken, to return, to come back to me with a whole heart that still knows how to thirst for truth. My beloved child, you have run for too long from my gentle call, but I have never stopped following you with mercy. Many times, you have ignored the stirring within, hurried past the moments when I wanted to hold you back, tried to fill the emptiness in your heart with passing things. Yet I have still not withdrawn my covering from your life. You kept thinking that the next thing would satisfy you. The next image would help you forget the pain. The next noise would cover the emptiness. The next temporary pleasure would heal what was cracking within you. But after it all, you still find your heart weary. Still find peace slipping from your hands. Still see doors closing, people leaving, plans breaking apart, and you wonder why everything continues to feel wrong. I tell you that it is not coincidence. It is the bell awakening you from paths that are pulling you away from my presence. You were created to live in my light, to walk in my guidance, to find rest not in things that quickly fade, but in the arms of the one who loved you before you knew how to name love. When you move away from the place I appointed for you, everything within you begins to lose its harmony. You may still continue working, still continue smiling and speaking, still continue appearing before others as though everything is normal. But inside, you know that something is calling you back. That is why you feel tired even after resting. That is why you feel lonely even when people are still around you. That is why you still feel lacking even after touching the things you once thought would make you happy. It is not because you are ruined in my eyes, but because your heart is longing to return to the place where it truly belongs. I am interrupting your old flow. I am redirecting your steps. I am placing this awakening word right before you so you will not continue drifting any farther. There is a heaviness you have carried for too long, and I am ready to lift it from your shoulders. You have become so used to living under pressure that sometimes you think it is normal. You have become used to worrying, used to protecting yourself, used to hiding your pain, used to moving forward even when your heart has almost no strength left. But you were not created to live forever beneath that burden. I do not want you merely to survive each day in exhaustion. I want you to live in freedom, in restoration, in the deep peace that the world cannot give you. But you must stop ignoring me. You must stop dismissing the small prompting in your heart. You must stop acting as though you still have endless time to return. Time is precious. And there are moments when, as I call, you need to respond with the seriousness of someone who knows that love is trying to save you from a dangerous road. You think the things you are facing are merely a bad day, a chain of disappointments, a few coincidences that have made your heart heavy. But I see deeper than what you see. There are things that have targeted your mind, wanting to make you confused and no longer able to hear my voice. There are things that have targeted your joy, wanting to turn you into someone who only knows fear, doubt, and self-blame. There are things that have targeted your family, your relationships, the things I have entrusted to you, and even your life's purpose. Darkness does not need you to collapse in one day. It only wants you to drift away little by little. Lose peace little by little. Lose awareness little by little, until you no longer recognize how far you have moved from the place of safety. Therefore, I am intervening before things go too far. I am placing my hand upon your journey to draw you back before you step deeper into what was never meant for you. Every delay, every heartbreak, every closed door is not always rejection. There are times when I use the very closing to protect you from what would have wounded you more deeply. There are times when I allow a plan to fall apart because its foundation is not pure enough to support your future. There are times when I allow a person to leave because their presence would cause you to forget my call. There are times when I cause you to stop, not to make you lose something, but so you will not keep moving toward what would take away your peace. You have looked at these things as failures, but I have seen them as signs of mercy. I have tried to gain your attention, not to destroy you, but to save you from what has been silently wearing you down. You are stepping into things that do not belong to the good portion I have for you. You are allowing voices that do not come from me to influence the way you think, the way you choose, the way you see yourself, and the way you see the future. There are compliments that can pull you off course. There are sweet promises that do not carry peace. There are paths that look attractive, but the farther you enter them, the farther they take you from purity. There are connections that cause you to forget to pray, forget to listen, forget to guard your heart in purity. I am not saying this to condemn you. I am saying it because I love you too much to let you drift. You have been distracted. You have allowed weariness to weaken your discernment. You have allowed temporary things to dim what is eternal. And now, I place this word before you like a hand extended in the night, so you will know there is still a way back. Do not turn your face away from this call. Do not call it ordinary. Do not tell yourself that you will return later, when everything is better, when your heart is more ready, when life is less noisy. Right now is the time you need to return. Because if you wait until everything becomes quiet, you may have already gone too far from the place where I want to keep you. I do not require you to return with every answer. I do not require you to return in perfection. I only need you to turn your face toward me with an honest heart. Speak to me with your truth, your weariness, your shame, your wandering, and the things you do not know how to fix. I am not afraid of your brokenness. I do not turn away from the parts of you that you dare not let anyone see. I am your Father, and I know how to embrace a trembling child without causing more pain. I am calling you home, not merely into a brief, warm feeling, but into a deep return to the place where your heart can truly rest. Return to my arms, where you do not need to pretend to be strong. Return to my voice, where truth does not crush you, but lifts you up. Return to my plan, where you do not have to strain to prove your worth. Return to my presence, where what is heavy can be lifted and what is tangled can be reordered in peace. If you listen right now, what was once used to break you can become the turning point that changes your entire future. Pain can become testimony. Delay can become preparation. A closed door can become protection. And the years you thought were lost can become the path that leads you closer to me than ever before. So stop and return. Let the noise settle. Put down the things you have used to escape the emptiness in your heart. Let me touch the places you tried to heal yourself with things that could not save you. Let me lift from you the burden that has pulled you down for too long. I am not calling you back to take away your joy. I am calling you back to give you true joy. I am not calling you back to make you smaller. I am calling you back to restore you to what I have ordained. Hear my voice in this moment. My beloved child, I am still here. I am still pursuing you with mercy. I am still placing protection over you. And if you return to me with all your heart, you will see that you have never gone so far that my love could not find you, lift you, and lead you back to peace. Do not let pride cause you to rush past this call, and do not let fear silence the faith I have placed within you. My beloved child, there are moments in life that do not come for you to hurriedly pass over them like ordinary things. There are words sent not to fill your ears, but to awaken the deepest place within you, the place where you still know that I am calling your name. You have spent too much time making decisions based on the eyes of others, based on what they expect, based on the fear of being misunderstood, criticized, or left behind. But this moment is not about you and the crowd. It is not about you and the voices out there. This is between me and you. I am speaking directly into your heart, not through noise, not through force, but through a loving, solemn, and holy invitation. Feel the gentle weight of this moment, and let it sink down into the places you have tried to cover with busyness and forced smiles. I do not require you to be perfect before you draw near to me. I do not wait for you to fix everything before I listen to you. I only want your honest attention. I want you to pause long enough to realize that this is not a coincidence. There are times I call you through peace. Times I call you through holy unease. Times I call you through a gentle reminder at the right moment. And times I allow every noise around you to quiet down so you can no longer avoid my voice. You know it deep in the hidden place. You know that I am touching you right now. The one who made the sky, who set all creation in order, who knows every breath you take, is bending close to you with mercy. I am not calling you to shame you. I am calling you to bring you back. I see the battle you have endured. I see the emotional burdens that have made you so tired you no longer want to explain yourself to anyone. I see the confusion when you do not know whether to continue, stop, or return. I see the heaviness lying on your chest in quiet hours, when everyone thinks you are still fine, but inside you are trying not to break. I see the lies that have tried to enter your mind, whispering that I have forgotten you, that your prayers no longer matter, that the breakthrough you are waiting for will never come. But my child, that is not the truth. Those words do not come from the light. They come to make you lose direction, to make you let go before dawn can break, to make you doubt the very thing I planted in you long ago. Today, I am exposing them by my love. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I have not stopped working for you. You have been chosen for things greater than the fears trying to make you small. You were not created merely to get through the day, merely to wake up in anxiety and go to sleep in exhaustion, merely to exist on the edge of the calling I have placed upon your life. I made you to carry light, to walk in steadfastness, to change the atmosphere wherever you are through peace, kindness, and faith that is not easily shaken. I placed gifts within you, not so they would be buried beneath criticism, painful memories, comparison, or the fear that you are not good enough. But along the way, you listened to too many voices that did not belong to me. Some voices made you doubt yourself. Some voices made you think you had to become smaller in order to be accepted. Some voices made you mistake humility for denying what I had placed within you. Now I am calling you back to the true stature of the invitation I have given you. Not so you will become proud, but so you will no longer live beneath the level of grace that has been given. You do not need to fight to prove that you are precious. You need to recognize that you were loved before you ever did anything. You do not need to chase human approval. You need to stand firm in the affirmation that comes from me. You do not need to let the past decide your limits. You need to let me heal what wounded you and lead you into freedom. I created you to overcome in humility, to stand firm in difficult days, to walk boldly while remaining tender, to break old cycles passed down through fear, lack, silence, and pain. The things that once hurt you are not allowed to keep you forever in the role of the wounded one. I am calling you to step into the life of one who has been restored. But first, you must stop running. You must stop using busyness to cover your weariness. You must stop using laughter to cover the things that have not yet been healed. You must stop allowing every outside noise to decide what you will believe about yourself. Quiet the sounds that pull you away from me. Step away from conversations that make your heart heavy. Turn off the things that feed comparison, envy, insecurity, and the fear of being left behind. I cannot pour deep peace into a place where you continually allow chaos to enter. Not because I lack power, but because I honor your choice. If you open the door to noise more than to my voice, it will be hard for you to recognize what I am saying in gentleness. But if you stop, if you return, if you give me space within your heart, you will hear more clearly than you think. Be honest with me. My beloved child, tell me that you are tired. Tell me you have tried for too long to appear strong. Tell me you have wandered into decisions that did not bring peace. Tell me you trusted the wrong voices, clung to the wrong shelters, chased things that left you emptier. I already know all of it. But I want you to open your heart once again, not because I need information, but because you need the freedom that comes from no longer pretending. I want to meet you in your most honest place, where you no longer wear a mask, no longer filter your words to sound okay, No longer try to prove that you are worthy of love. Come to me as you are, tired, confused, longing, fragile, holding even the smallest hope. I do not turn away from your honesty. I come closer. The place you thought was weakness may become the very place where I begin restoration. The place where you admit that you no longer have strength may become the place where my strength lifts you up. The place where you acknowledge that you have lost direction may become the beginning of the right path. Do not fear the truth before me. I do not use truth to crush you. I use truth to set you free. I do not expose what is wrong to shame you. I bring it into the light so it can no longer secretly control you. The things you have hidden for too long have made you heavy. Today, lay them down. Lay down the fear of not being good enough. Lay down the need to please everyone. Lay down the habit of asking old pain for permission before stepping into something new. Lay down even the words you have spoken to yourself in desperate days. I am still calling you not from a distance, but with kindness. Listen to me. Let me remind you that my plan is better than your limited understanding. That the path I open does not need to look like the path you imagined in order to be good. That delay is not forgetfulness, and correction is not abandonment. I see the end from the moment you are only standing at the beginning of the road. I know what will help you grow, what will wound you, what only looks like an opportunity but is truly a trap, and what appears humble yet is actually a door into a new season. Trust me more than temporary feelings. Trust me more than the voice of the crowd. Trust me more than the fear that once taught you to protect yourself by shrinking back. You do not need to continue living below the level of what I have called you to become. Stand up in peace. Return to honesty. Let me silence the lies with the voice of love. Let me heal the places that have made you react from pain. Withdraw from fear or try to control because you do not want to be hurt again. I do not only want you to survive this season, I want you to come out of it with clearer eyes, a softer heart, deeper faith, and steadier steps. You are loved, you are called, you are kept. And when you stop running, when you quiet your heart before me, when you speak truth from the deepest place within you, you will realize that I have been there from the beginning, standing with arms open, waiting for you to return, ready to continue writing your story with grace, light, and restoration. You have run too long in depletion, given too much while no one replenished you, fought silent battles that no one truly saw in full. My beloved child, I have seen you trying to keep everything from falling apart, seen you holding yourself together in silence. I've seen you wipe your tears and continue walking as though you were still fine. But I never told you that you had to carry everything alone. I never placed a burden on your shoulders only to stand far away and watch you grow exhausted. I have been near you in every moment, not to punish your weakness, but to wait for you to turn back. Lean on me and allow me to begin restoring the parts within you that have grown weary. You are not a hopeless case. You have not been forgotten in the dark corners of your life. You are seen, deeply loved, called by name with holy love, and chosen in my merciful will. Heaven knows you. I know every step you have taken, every wound you have tried to hide, every sigh you could not put into words, even when you did not realize it. My watchful care still covered you. Heavenly help was still placed around you. And my hand was still leading you through the places you thought you could not pass through. You were never created to wear pain like armor. You were never made to pretend to be strong, while your heart was trying to keep itself from breaking again. There have been voices that tried to make you believe you are valuable only when you can endure more. Do more, sacrifice more, and remain silent more. But I tell you that this is not the truth. Your worth is not found in your ability to carry burdens, but in the love I placed upon you from the beginning. You do not need to become hard in order to be safe. You need to return to me in order to be healed.